The horrific and despicable treatment of Dr. David Dao on that fateful United Airlines flight has shocked the world and become our most controversial video ever. Hey guys, it's Ali with a special report, and first, let's address the controversy. Our audience was not happy with our reporting on this story yesterday when it came to light that the victim here, Dr. Dao, had been convicted in 2005 of selling prescriptions to his patients in exchange for sex. One of the witnesses against Dao was an employee who also claimed he was pressured into sex in exchange for drugs. Dr. Dao was arrested in 2003 after being caught by Louisville, Kentucky police on hotel surveillance video in states of undress with a patient handing out drugs. The doctor had his license suspended and was sentenced to over 2 years in prison, but the sentence was suspended and instead he served 5 years probation. He has since had his license partially reinstated, but what the hell does this have to do with United Airlines? And to your comments. Ella Blake commented, "Go fucking kill Hollywood life." And Mazo came in with threats, "Let me drag this reporter out of her bed and knock some sense into her." Joe Da Silva commented, "Fucking whore, hope one day something like that happens to you and some clickbait shit person does the same to you, try to dig some dirty." But there were also more reasonable responses. Indy Gomi wrote, "He was assaulted, his personal matters are another story," unsubscribed. New Ex Romantic echoed that sentiment, writing, "If this is true, he is scum. Did he deserve to be dragged? Nope. But if it is true, I've lost a bit of sympathy." So the fact is, we received hundreds of comments like this. Some were as violent as the video, and that had us horrified, but some were more reasonable. Obviously, we can't respond to people who called me a whore or are threatening violence, but to everyone else who had concern, I want to make clear that I share your feelings exactly. I want to say that I am so sorry we were not totally clear in our condemnation of the behavior of United Airlines and the police officer who violently dragged a 69-year-old man out of his seat and off the plane. This is unconscionable. There is no question who was wrong here, and as we pointed out in our first video, if you didn't get that far, United Airlines could not have known that Dr. Dao was a felon, nor would it matter. He was a paying customer and totally innocent in this circumstance, and I hate that we gave the impression that we were condoning his assault because of his checkered past. Rather, we thought it would be interesting to our audience that this man has a complicated history. We thought it would be informative to note that news is complicated. News isn't black and white because news is about people, and people are impossibly complex. We obviously were not clear, and we apologize. We should also point out, interestingly, that Dr. Dao is also a high-level semi-pro poker player who has won more than $234,000 at the World Series of Poker. That's not really relevant, it's just interesting, which was our intention on the original story, not to connect the two things. But here is the problem many of you rightly pointed out. There is concern the information coming out about Dr. Dao's sordid past, although horrible, is an attempt to discredit the man himself in the face of a public relations nightmare for a major company. Many are now also accusing United of planting this story, so let's address that. The executive editor at the local newspaper, the Courier-Journal, who first revealed the details about Dr. Dao, told BuzzFeed News it was, quote, absolutely not fed this information by United, presumably as part of a smear campaign. They say they reported this story because Dr. Dao is already known in Kentucky because of his drug crimes. Dr. Dao was one of 4 people bumped off of this United flight, but he was the only one who was assaulted to the point that his face was split open. There are also reports the flight was not actually overbooked, but that David was instead bumped to accommodate 4 crew members who were considered, quote, must-ride passengers, whatever that means. United Airlines CEO Oscar Muniz has also made a statement saying, "I continue to be disturbed by what happened on this flight. No one should ever be treated this way. I promise you we will do better." United Airlines stock has also taken a huge hit after this news, dropping by more than $1 billion, and you can likely expect a lawsuit to be forthcoming from the Dao family. Dr. David himself also spoke out for the first time to WLKY while recovering in a Chicago hospital. When asked what his injuries were, he replied, "Everything."